Hi Taurus, and welcome to your tarot videoscope for April 2017 by Ama. This will be a general reading, and this reading applies to Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising, and Taurus Moon. Please always listen for your rising sign and also for your moon sign, because it may just so happen that your messages could show up for you either through your moon sign or through your rising sign. This is a general reading. If you'd like to schedule a private consultation, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. You may also contact me through my website, amalightworker.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. So please subscribe. So this way you would allow me to take messages that could be important for you as well. In these recordings today, I will be pulling out 5 cards, doing the Key of Life Tarot spread. I will also be recording another video for the Vimeo videos. For those of you who are interested to hear more, in the Vimeo videos, I will be talking a little bit more in depth about your Akashic Records messages for this month of April. I'm going to pull a card and see what comes up, and also I'm going to clear any negative energies that could be influencing you during this month of April. So any clearing of any energies that will be influencing you in a negative way during April 2017. With that being said, let's now focus on this reading today for you, Taurus. For some of you, it's going to be your birthday, so happy birthday to you. The general feelings that I am picking up, they have to do with finances, relationships, maybe something from the past. In some ways, your past returns to you, or it could be just memories. And leaving the past behind, getting ready for a big shift or big momentum forward. Let's now break it down one by one. In the position of what the root cause of this, you have the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords, to me, it means limitation and blindness that you put on yourself due to your own fear and insecurities, or maybe there are some unknown factors that are making you feel this way. It also means second guessing your self, but it also signifies sometimes your own self-limiting attitude and your own self-limiting thoughts, patterns, and habits. Allow me to tune in so this way I can psychically hear my guides as to why this is important, why this showed up in this reading. For some of you, the recent months have been particularly very important, as maybe you transitioned either from one home to another home, from one career to another career. Some of you had also had to deal with some big shifts to your financial situation. And it does feel like this shift felt a little bit like a struggle, a little bit like having a little bit of difficulties making the ends meet. For some of you, not for all of you. For other Taurians, I feel that they are referring to even some difficulties or something of importance that happened in your life, maybe even 8 years ago, but for some reason it feels like emotionally you are not over it yet. You have developed ever since certain attitudes, certain fears. That is now time for you to free yourself from these limiting thoughts, attitudes, emotions, patterns that you have developed ever since. This will make sense to some of you. For some of you, you may be feeling like you are in like a four-way street and you don't know which direction to go. For some of you, I feel that you may have to face either selling things of value to you and having to make a decision whether you want to sell or not. It could also be for other Taurians, this could the other possible scenario for some other Taurians, it could be that you have to either accept a deal or not accept a deal. And for those of you who are kind of accepting a deal or a job offer or some sort of an opportunity related to money and career, to me it feels like something here is stalling. I don't know if it is your attitude, I don't know if it is other people, but it feels like at the beginning it may feel like this is not going anywhere, I'm never going to see the end of this, or something coming to fruition. So for some of you, you may go through this phase. For some of you, I feel that sometime in April, it will actually start to manifest whatever is it that it's stalling. It could be anything. This is a general reading. The situation will be different for all of you. For other Taurians, I feel that you may see things coming to fruition in May or in June, but something will come to fruition nevertheless. You may feel like spending more time alone or reminiscing over old times, or simply reevaluating and re-examining your feelings and just things that you have accomplished. It feels like for many of you, in some ways, you will overcome at least one doubt, one fear, something that has been a little bit of a challenge for you personally. So, in matters of your own self esteem, you're going to receive a boost. If you doubted yourself, your abilities, or if you had some doubts and uncertainties within you, I feel that something is going to happen to make you realize the answer, the solution, so that you don't have to be so much in doubt. So definitely many of you are going to experience a boost in your confidence, a boost in your self-esteem in many different ways, and in many different perspectives of your life are going to change. How you see, receive life, perceive what's the meaning or the purpose of certain people in your life or certain relationships in your life. That will now take a whole new meaning. The next card that you have, it is the Six of Pentacles, and it does fall in the position of your current present time, your current situation. The Six of Pentacles to me it represents both sides of generosity, giving and receiving, but it also means assess what you can give, and it also means assess what is offered to you. And to me personally, this is also the Justice card. It brings back balance to an area that is not balanced, and it is also related to anything that has to deal with the judicial system, courts, or the legal system, and also having to deal with financial institutions or trading and buying, selling, financial transactions in general. Allow me to tune in, so let me figure out what does this mean for you, why this card showed up for you. And I keep getting that for some of you it is time to collect. You could be collecting a check, and it does feel for either some work that you have done in the past, it could be some sort of a reimbursements from taxes, or for maybe some work that you did in the past. It could be workers' compensation. If you applied, maybe some of you can, maybe you win a scholarship, so that's you collecting the money. You could be collecting the money from a prize that you or an award that came not only with the prestige but also with some money or some luxury items. For some of you, this could be money within the family. Either you will be now able to pay alimony or child support, or you could be the one receiving alimony, the alimony check, or something that has to deal with child support. I feel that for some of you who are single parents, I feel that you may need to, even though you may have had some major disagreements in the past and the relationship communicating with each other may not be ideal, because I keep getting like the image of a couple constantly bickering over children or over a child. This could be, you could also be married, I keep getting, but there's going to be some important decisions around children, and the conversation could be a little heated. For those of you who are single parents, I feel that both of you together will start to contribute to something that has to deal with the future of this child. Whether it is both of you investing time with this child, or both of you coming up with the money that you need to support him, pay for horses, school, extra treatments, extra bills, anything that your child may need. For some of you, you may have to go through the court system to be doing that, or through some sort of an intermediary assistance from a third party. For some of you, you may find that maybe something here facilitates, communicating with each other, coming to a common agreement. For some Taurians, I feel that money could show up for you through family channels and family sources, because at least some of you, not all of you, by the end of this year 2017 crossing into 2018, something from the family will be given to you. You may inherit something. It could be property, it could be a home, it could be money, it could be gifts, it could be other items of importance, but you will run into some form of inheritance. I feel that some of you here are bargaining with someone. Either you are bargaining to reach a deal or common agreement. You may bargain over prices, buying, selling. You could be dealing with some sort of a situation around a mortgage or a refinance. Refinancing a car, refinancing a mortgage, or something else of importance. But I also keep getting that some of you, again, I think I said that for you guys also in different videos, that your lack when it comes to experiencing luxury at a lower cost, at a fraction of the cost, seems to be very much highlighted. That for some of you, I keep getting buying something at a lower price that you may later sell at double the price or so. You could be doing so with antiques, you could be flipping homes, but it does feel like your luck when it comes to money will shift to your advantage for some of you. Some of you need to really go over a contract or a deal that you may have with a company, or if you are self-employed, somebody else may reach out to you in relation to whatever the case may be. Maybe for the two of you to pair up together to start generate some money or work on a project. And it does feel that if you feel that you are already going through this, it could be going over a job contract or a better job. I feel like you will still have these negotiations keep on going, and I feel that these opportunities will be available to you for a long time, but it may just so happen that it will show up for you in a different way, but nevertheless something will come to fruition. The next card that you have is the Five of Pentacles, and it does fall in the position of the future. Five of Pentacles to me means viewed by others as unfit, but remaining together. And this is a reminder that a true partner or a true friend stays with you for better or worse. Sometimes to me, it also means leaving behind you the old society because you are now walking toward a new, more accepting society. It also means never lose everything. And sometimes, to me personally, this card it also means leaving behind you your old religion, old church, old religious beliefs, or an old faith, kind of getting ready here to transition into a new set of beliefs, being part of a new church, or generally just represents shifting spiritually, a huge big shift spiritually, believing in new things, being more open-minded, and spiritually feeling more empowered, more liberated, feeling empowered to do everything and accomplish more. For some of you, I feel that they are referring to your intuition, to your dreams. I feel that for some of you, you may contact somebody because you may need some sort of a dream interpretation. You could be talking to someone, maybe they're going to give you the psychological analysis of this dream, kind of interpreting the dream from a psychological point of view. You may be looking into getting a more mystical meanings of these dreams. For some of you, I feel like the spirit will send you different feelings, mixed feelings. Some of you may actually have to go through some very strong emotions in April. I am not saying that anything bad is going to happen because I am not perceiving this as such, but nevertheless, emotions are, I keep hearing emotions and commotions. So I don't know what this means. So, like, kind of a wake up call here. All of these emotions wakening up and having to deal with very strong emotions, some negative, some positive. I feel that for some of you, either someone around you moved or got transferred somewhere else. Maybe they transferred into a different apartment, maybe they transferred into a different city, or somewhere else, maybe they moved away. But I feel that a reunion could be in the making. I keep getting communication with these people that kind of moved away, that were important to you. On the other hand, if you are the one who moved, this could be you being in touch with people from your past and planning some sort of gathering, reminiscing over old times. I feel that for some of you, your relationship, if you are in a relationship, could be transitioning. I feel that for some of you, you may be deciding that even though things may not be ideal, they may be a little tough, you may have some unclarities about where about different situations of your life that is reflecting in your relationship. I feel that some of you may be giving it another go or another shot or another possibility, especially for those of you guys with whom you had some really deep issues in your relationship over this last couple of months, or over the last 2 years, ever since 2015 for some of you. So I feel that you may still be going through this, navigating through this kind of not so calm waters, but I feel that ultimately some of you will still make it. You will still be together, however, you are going to reestablish some new boundaries in this relationship. So something's got to change in order for this relationship to still be healthy and to still be strong. This is what I keep getting for some of you. The next card is the Queen of Pentacles. It does fall in the position of advice being offered. If it represents a person, this Queen of Pentacles represents a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. If I'm not mistaken, this could be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. The meaning of this Queen of Pentacles, for the purpose of this general reading, I'm going to say that this Queen of Pentacles could be you, regardless of your gender, because during general readings, a Queen of Pentacles could represent a male, a woman, or a man, either or. It is someone who made his or her peace with material possessions. They're not wealthy, but they are definitely content with material possessions, having found some success in their life. They tend to be a perfectionist, like the outdoors, tradition. They value tradition, family, and the community. And I feel that for some of you, this card showed up because the community where you belong, whatever communities is it that you belong, whether it is the community where you live, it could be online forums, communities that you could be belonging through different activities or hobbies that you have. I feel that they will, through them, you will receive a lot of praise in your work. You are going to feel valued, rewarded, but also they will help you in some way, more so emotionally or spiritually. You will start to feel supported. For some of you, I feel that you need to be careful of overspending. You could be tempted a little bit more than usual about buying beautiful things and spending money. You could also be spending money without realizing it. So please pay attention to that. This message will only make sense to some of you because I keep getting like either a sudden expense or a sudden bill, some things that you don't really foresee because I feel like you weren't really paying attention to what is it that you are spending your money on. Some of you, I feel that you are really giving it a good thought, thinking a lot before deciding what is the next course of action, what is the next step. For some of you, this could be a very logical plan. So a lot of mental work is involved. For other ones, I feel like your intuition is kind of leading you and guiding you to the next best course of action, to the next step. So it feels like for different Taurians, you will be led to the next step in different ways. But know that spirit is behind all of this, guiding you, in other words, in different ways to the next step that you may need to take, but to you is going to feel like totally like the natural course of things, like naturally things are going to proceed that way. For some of you, I feel like either a child is born, will be born in April, or if you already have a child, you could be investing into money for their future. You could be investing the money, let's call it a piggy bank, let's call it that, or you could be investing the money into saving for their college, opening up some college fund for them. You could be saving money. Maybe you want to invest not necessarily in a car, maybe you want to, I'm sorry, not necessarily in their education, maybe when they grow up, so this way they can have a car or something else. So for some of you, it's going to be a lot of focus on thinking about the future of your children as well. I feel that for some of you, you are going to feel like you are blossoming. Not only is going to be spring in the northern hemisphere, but it feels like you are going to feel this spring in your own heart and soul, because something could be developing, something could be blossoming. You may still be in this wavelength when you are still going to feel empowered, lighthearted, uplifted. But definitely I keep getting that even though you may feel a certain pressure, from whatever thing or reason in your life, I feel that definitely you are going to be accomplishing a huge great deal in April. And for some of you, this could be a new beginning. For some of you, you may be surprised by pregnancy, and it feels like this message is directed to those of you who are having certain fertility issues. For some of you. Okay, allow me to focus on something else. I feel that either you are going to organize activities, gatherings outdoors. You could be invited to maybe barbecues, concerts, outdoors, gardening together. Maybe you are going to be doing other activities outdoors like hiking, but it feels like you are going to reconnect with nature in some sort of a big, new, strong, powerful way. Whether it is simply going for a walk, spending more time outside in the nature, but definitely it feels like for some of you, you are going to feel more grounded, and you are going to take this connection that you will have with nature, with Mother Earth, into a whole different meaning, in a much more higher meaning. For some of you, I keep hearing that you are going to establish or re-establish yourself and your power in the family and your respect in the family as the matriarch. So this feels that is oriented mostly toward female Taurians, establishing yourself as the matriarch in the family, whatever this means for you. And I feel that for some of you, you could be in the process of looking for a car, shopping for a car. You could be looking during this month of April, and maybe you are going to purchase that at a different time. If you are someone looking into making a big purchase, that it could be a car, you may need to postpone or take your time into finding the right deal, because it may not quite be exactly what you expect. You may change your feelings around this car, or if it is something else that is expensive that you may look to purchase, you may change your feelings. Maybe you change your mind and you don't like it anymore. So for some of you, it is advisable that you start looking or take your time for the next 4 to 6 weeks. So this is what I keep getting for some of you. And definitely there's going to be some of you guys pampering yourself, getting a foot massage, getting facials, getting a tan. Definitely there is a feeling of some of you will be experiencing the luxury through these pamperings, and let other people taking care of you, or whether it is getting a manicure, a pedicure, like paid for services through whom you're going to get this feeling of luxury, rejuvenating yourself, feeling better in your body, in your health, in your mind, feeling more rested. You may also feel a little bit more sleepy than usual during this month of April for some of you. And the last card, the outcome, how to keep and maintain balance. You have the Seven of Swords, and to me it means success but something left behind. It also means please be careful of theft or losing stuff. Theft or loss. It could also be theft of your ideas. In other words, protect what is yours. Don't let plans being taken away from you. Do not give up, even though for some of you, you're going to have some very strong feelings and you may feel like giving up on something, your dream, or whatever this means for you. And it also means you may need to let go of something in order for success to come in. And if I go back to the very first card, for some of you, is like you feel trapped and second guessing yourself due to your insecurities, some fears, some strong doubts that you may have. And this is maybe you have to let go of this fear and these doubts. Don't give up and keep fighting, keep going. It could be that. So something's got to change. So now allow me to tune in, and so this way I can hear psychically what my guides are indicating with this card. Because it feels that for some of you, you may have to walk away from a friendship, or you may have to walk away from a relationship. For some of you, you may have to face a situation where maybe an ex is trying, or you may have some sort of a communication with one of you, with an ex, someone with whom you were in a relationship already, and you may have to turn your back on them again because you may arrive to that conclusion that maybe this is the right way. Maybe it's a good thing that you are not together anymore. For some of you, I feel like mentally you need to walk away from some sort of idea. Either you idolize someone, or maybe you have the wrong ideas about your future, about the vision about your future, your career, or certain ideas, misconceptions, misperceptions that you may have with some matters involving the family. So it feels like, and for some of you, it feels like for whatever reason you may change your mind about something, thus freeing yourself and opening up more opportunities for you once you decide to change your mind about something. Sometimes you feel like you are competing against time. This time around in April, it feels like you are going to feel one with the universe, one with the time. Time will be on your side. I feel that they are talking about karmic events that are actually meant to happen to many of you Taurians, if not all of you, in April. So, in some ways, for all of you, for some of you, you are going to feel this karma intervening in a big way. For other ones, you may feel it in small shifts, not very noticeable at first, but karma will intervene and karma will redirect you in the right direction where you need to be so you can fulfill your karmic contract. So for some of you, it feels like you are walking away from the old ways, from the old karma, old difficulties, and you are opening yourself up for new adventures, new opportunities, beginning a new chapter in your life. And I feel like they're talking about for those of you who have learned important big life lessons, you took note of them, and so you matured through mistakes, you matured through the struggles and the difficulties that you had to go through. So I feel like suddenly there's light at the end of the tunnel because some sort of a, I don't know, just the way it's coming to me is like you just about your business, walking down the street, and boom, you just run into Lady Luck. So that's how it's going to feel for some of you. Some big opportunity, things showing up out of nowhere. So that is specifically how I'm feeling that luck is going to shift for you, just all of a sudden. So some of you starting in April, going into the rest of the year, you are going to receive one by one these karmic blessings. So it's now time to receive and collect also from karma the good deeds that you did in a different lifetime before you were reincarnated in this lifetime. So now allow me to focus on your Akashic Records messages. Please like, share, and subscribe. Click on the links down here below. They're going to take you to the Vimeo videos for those of you who are interested to know more. Some of you are still struggling with your career, or you may be struggling with some issues transitioning into a new profession, into a new career. And for many of you, April is a significant month to see and to experience an extra boost in your career or with any work situations. If you are someone who owns a business, self-employed, or if you are someone who deals with shares or stock market shares, investments, business ventures, prepare for big changes that will affect Wall Street investors this year. So it may not necessarily happen in April, but sometime this year, because I keep getting that the value of the dollar will be changing again. It could also be that for some other countries you may be affected by the value of yen changing. It could be the value of the Australian dollar changing, Canadian dollar changing. So I keep getting the feeling that in different countries in the world, the value of whatever the currency is in that country is going to change, and that's going to happen in several countries, and many of you will be affected as a result. So this is what I keep getting. So for some of you that means huge major sales as a result. For other ones it could be a loss or a loss of these investments, the value or the profit, because of these changes in the value of the currency, or something that, or changes and some big shifts in the stock markets and investments. They also said that this won't happen at the same time, and it's not determined exactly when this is going to happen, because the record spoke also that this will be also affected by your free will. It's not totally something that is meant to happen. It's not like written in stone, so it's also affected by people's free will. It will also be affected by the changes in the political climate in certain countries in the world. But definitely they said that the world will be feeling the shift in the next 2 to 3 years. Even though this is a prediction for April 2017, they mentioned its effects that will take place in the next 2 to 3 years. So I think it's called inflammation, if I'm not correct, when the value of the currency or the value of the dollar drops and things go catastrophe from one moment to another moment. You could be losing money in 1 minute, you could be rich in a minute. I think this is what it's called. They also said that government related issues or government affiliated jobs will be affected starting in April. And if you have any deals or contract or agreements with any government departments, you may be affected as a result. But they also talked about some diplomatic incidents or some major either agreements or disagreements happening between certain countries. Diplomatic, in other words, diplomacy, politics around countries, that some of you will be affected. Some Taurians will fall in love, and you will find love with a new person that you did not expect. It's just going to happen out of the blue. Many areas of your life will are good and will get even better than ever before, and with that they are including your health, your beauty, how beautiful you appear to be, because they said that you will be glowing during this month of April. Your career will be getting better. Definitely you will be able to resolve some situations with family, relatives, and resolving some issues with your living arrangement. A lot of spring cleaning. I keep getting images of spring cleaning, gardening, cleaning closets, buying stuff for the home or for your backyard or for your outdoor space. I also got images and clips of newspapers, magazines, pamphlets, online articles with your name on it. So you will be featured or mentioned in the media in some way. It could be you personally, or it could be the work that you have done, or the name of the company that you work for. I also got images of you having good time and sharing food with loved ones. Some of you could be involved into charity activities, voluntary activities, kind of helping or volunteering your services or your time. And for some of you, you are now going to start to attract new friends, new friendships into your life. And these people that you are now going to attract, these new people, these new friends, are going to be friendships that are going to last for a long, long time. They're going to be long lasting, because you're going to have a chance here, or not a chance, a sense that you have something very strongly in common. It's like the universe is bringing you together with this group of people, giving you a sense of a new family. They're going to treat you exactly like family should treat one another. So you're going to find a sense of family with new people for some of you. So you're going to meet more people from your soul group. Thank you again so much. Click in the links down here below. They're going to take you to the Vimeo videos. If you'd like to schedule a private consultation, email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. You may also contact me through my website, amalightworker.com. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.